one sense of it, one part of it you have to actually pay for it, and the other part of it is free for the community. So the part that you actually have to pay is actually being subsidized by the government. So the government have to put in their budget to be able to pay for the ultimate setup, which will create an opportunity to make it free for the people. So pretty much it's a way of getting the government to put the money into the country and for the people.
So technically free for the people but paid for by the government.
Exactly.
Okay. So in recent years you've supported Nigerian artists by co-signing or even signing them. This has made many of them a bit more popular, so to speak, in the African music marketplace. Do you have any plans or any artists you might want to assist in crossing over into the Western civilizations?
No, absolutely. I think that's one of my main goals, is to try to figure out ways to, take African artists to the next step, because there's so many talented artists out there. They just don't have the proper vehicle. So that's what we do pretty much, is allow that vehicle to be able to give them a bigger opportunity to shine and expose that talent to the rest of the world. So I think we'll be looking and scouting for new artists to be able to help as well.
Well, do you have any artists in mind at the moment, or?
Yeah, but I kind of try to keep a lot of that closed, because
so no
the moment my eyes are on them, then the majors try to come and take them from me.
So you don't want to put the names out there, no? Okay, all right, good. And the band's recent single, "Feeling the Nigger," is it your track or his track? Because there are a few rumors floating around saying his version isn't really authorized.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that, because D'banj actually brought the record to me. The idea in the beginning was me and D'banj was going to put together an EP, and then we chose which records would be his single and my single. And unfortunately, the record "Feeling the Nigger" got leaked, so I just caught it, made it my record, and then we ran with it. You know what I mean? So he has a new record that's coming out called "Fresh," which I will also be featured on, and that'll be his record.
Okay, so could you give us a bit more info about how this song came about? Did you guys just meet and just get together and say, you know what, we just want to do something?
No, actually, me and D'banj been talking for years. Actually, before he signed with Good Music, we was having conversations. But it was just a friendship, that led into, let's finally do something. You're at a level now where you obviously need to figure out how you're going to break out of Africa. So let me help you with that, and that's when I pretty much made the initiative and decisions to go ahead and start working with it.
Okay. A lot of people want to know, when's your next album dropping? Why is it taking so long?
Unfortunately, it was taking long because there was a lot of transitions happening within the Universal building, unfortunately. And I got caught in the mix of all of that. And then by the time they got it all sorted, I was busy in Africa putting up lights. So now everything is back on track. I'm releasing the album this year. It's going to be released through a digital app. So you'll be able to download the Stadium app, and you'll be able to have access to 4 albums. I did 4 albums in 4 different genres, which is a hip-hop album, a reggae album, a dance album, and a world music album, which will give you all the genres that people used to hear me sing.
Wicked. So, what African country do you think produces the best music?
That's actually a hard question to ask, because every country has their own sound. That's actually amazing. The one country though that you can probably relate to the most is probably Nigeria, because it's an English-speaking country. But personally, I'm from Senegal, and they do a lot of mala and traditional music there. That I feel is just amazing. But there's such a language barrier, you wouldn't really understand outside of the rhythm. But the one that I can relate to the most is probably in Nigeria, because of the fact that it has the potential to cross over internationally because it's English speaking. But I think if it was a position where there wasn't really a language barrier in a lot of places in Africa, a lot of music would cross over a lot quicker.
It looks like you found yourself more of a businessman than an artist. Was that a conscious effort, or it just happened?
No, I think a lot of people fail to realize that you're in the music business. We're businessmen from the moment we signed that contract. It's just, I just decided to exercise more of the business, because ultimately in the music business, if you concentrate too much on the music, you lose the business. And if you concentrate too much on the business, you lose the music. And I'm at a point where I concentrate on a little bit too much on the business, and I'm trying to get back to the music.
Yeah.
so
it's like you gotta balance it out.
I kind of went too far to the business. I'm like, okay, hold on, let me get back to the music before they forget that I actually sing.
What do you hope to accomplish with the Light of the Africa initiative?
Well, the whole idea of that is to start the creation and you could say the beginning of the infrastructure building in Africa. Because mainly, of course, Africa is ready for infrastructure building, but there's no energy. and the energy crisis is so deep that it affects the growth of Africa. So I just wanted to contribute to starting that part going, so that way the contribution of building the infrastructure as a whole can start.
Brilliant. Well, it was nice meeting you.
No, thank you.
You know, and just give us a little shout out as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.